Magandang day, mabuhay! It's Michael and welcome to my channel. So yesterday, I posted on my social media asking my friends and family to give me a question, anything random or personal. At first, I was thinking na baka walang magtanong or not that much kasi a year or 2 years ago, I posted the same thing. It was the first moment that I wanted or I attempted to do a vlog. However, I only received 2 questions at that time. So I think it's not worthy of a vlog to proceed with just 2 questions. Pero thankfully, last night, I was able to gather up enough questions so that may content tong vlog na to. Without any further ado, let's begin. The first question I had was from my dear friend Bea. So she asked me how to save. Well, if you're like me who's earning on a monthly basis, I do my finances starting with my fixed expenses for the month. Like for example, transportation, rent, electric bill, and whatsoever. And then after that, I split the rest of the money for like savings and as well as for other stuff. Other stuff like luho. Kasi saving money is like working out. Dapat meron ka ding mga cheat day. So you also need to treat yourself para naman somehow ma-motivate ka. A question from my friend slash workmate. Who's your best friend? Well, I don't have a specific person that I treat as my best friend, but I do have a set of close friends whom I treat as my brothers and my sisters. What is your most favorite song ever? Well, I don't have a favorite song, but a good vibe song that I'd like listening to whenever I'm feeling low is Once in a While by Time Flies. It is the song that I and my friends listened to during our Ilocos trip, and that was my first out-of-town trip with my friends. Good memories. When you had a girlfriend? Never. What's your biggest dream or goal in life? Well, I think my biggest dream or goal in life is to achieve financial freedom. It's nice to live every day without worrying anything financial, right? Question from my dear friend Kai. What you have learned about yourself living years abroad and being away from your family? Well, before I answer this question, Kai is actually a friend who encouraged me to do vlogging. So she's been like my motivator and as well as coach na din. Being away from the family is not quite new to me because I have a single mom. Oh, before anything else, this is a mom celebration month. To all moms out there, thank you so much. So yeah, she has to work to be able to send me to school. So I usually go around to my siblings or relative who are available to accommodate me while my mom is earning money. So what I have learned what I have learned about myself is that I learned how to be independent and how to make my own decisions and stand for it. I mean, not that I'm saying na hindi dapat tayo makinig sa elderly, but it's also important for us to give ourselves a chance for mistake. An allowance for mistake, a room for improvement. Kasi there are times that two similar things could be done, but since of the difference sa time na ginawa siya at saka yung mga taong nakapaligid sa'yo, it would, have a different output. But it's nice to listen to elderly because, they've been to the stuff that we're about to go through, so at least get that idea from them as well. And then, question from another dear friend, Shay. So, if Kai was actually the one motivating me to do vlogging, Shay is the one encouraging me to pursue further photography. She has been giving me so much positivity, so thank you for that. And her question is, if given a chance, would you want to work back home? Which do you prefer more and why? Well, first things first, if ever babalik ako sa Pilipinas, I hope I could put up my own business. Ayoko nang mag-work. And if ever I'd be given a chance at this moment, if I'll stay here sa Thailand or sa Pilipinas. For now, I'm contented with my work here. I'm quite passionate with with what I am doing, and I think I'll stay here for quite some time. I really believe in like work-life balance, so somehow na-achieve ko naman siya dito. And then, question from Cassie. Favorite places to hang out in Thailand? Well, I've been here in Thailand for at least 2 years now, but the thing is, hindi ako ganun nakakalibot. But if ever you'd like to ask cafes, Instagrammable cafes, and as well as, serving good coffee. Well, actually, I don't know much, but you can ask me, because around Bangkok, during my free time or day off, I visit some of the coffee shops around, and they don't disappoint. Oh, another question from Cassie. Foods that you recommend to eat in Thailand? Well, like the Philippines, Thailand has a lot of food to offer as well. But if you're a first timer, I think the stuff or the food that you shouldn't miss would be first tom yum. Well, tom yum is more of like sinigang in the Philippines. And then also pad thai. Pad thai is like a sweet and savory stir-fried rice noodles. And also papaya salad. So papaya salad, I would suggest, if you're okay with eating or like consuming fermented fish sauce in the Philippines, or we commonly known as bagoong isda, or isdang bagoong. Bagoong isda. Well, I think it's a good, I could give you a go signal to try papaya salad. But if you have not experienced consuming fermented fish sauce, skip that on your first few days in Thailand, because you don't want to be visiting the comfort room every once in a while during your trip. So, next is a question from Caferi. Well, Caferi, hello. Caferi is one of my friends who's been vlogging already, and if ever you can check her YouTube channel right here. Okay, and his question is, kumusta ang puso mo? Well, my heart is in good condition. Thankfully, I've been doing at least some exercise, eating healthy. So, as of now, my heart is in good condition. Thank you for the question. Next question from my sister. Who is your fave sister? Wahahaha. Peace sign. Well, tinatanong pa ba yun? Edi si Well, isa pa. Edi si Well, I got another question from Shay. So, if you're not working in the hotel industry, what and where would you want to be right now? Well, if I would have enough skill set and tools, I would like to go try photography or film. Especially nung nagkaroon ako ng experience manood ng Muay Thai boxing live, and it was the day wherein they broadcast it in the local national television. So I was able to witness, group of cameramen, director in the near the boxing ring, and nakaka-amaze lang how people work as a team, communicating while making up an output at the same time. Alam mo yun, andun nangyayari, tapos kina-capture nyo at the same time, and you are working together to make sure that everything will fit perfectly. Because like, hindi mabubuo yung pinaka set without the one checking for audio or for like the camera angles, even the script. So if ever, I hope I could get a chance to work in film or photography. And question from my baby brother friend Cedric. Where do you plan to settle, and are you ready to have your own fam? Hehe. I'm not sure if I'm on the settling age now, but I'm currently 26 years old. And if I'm going to settle, I don't know the specific place, but I hope I could be like somewhere where trees are abundant, and as well as, just simple and peaceful life. And if I'm ready to have my own family, I always tell it to my friends. I am emotionally ready to be a father. I can feel that I can be a good father, but financially not yet ready. So, I don't want naman na magdadagdag ako ng someone in my life na hindi ko mabibigay yung gusto ko maibigay sa kanila or sa kanya. So, not yet. And I do have some other questions na nasend sa akin personally. So, from my friend Arj, paano ka ba magugustuhan ng crush mo? Well, bakit mo ba gusto magustuhan ng crush mo? Or gaano ba siya ka-crush? Kasi, for me, especially at this period, at this time, it's really nice na we act as who we really are. Like, you are you, no matter what. And if the people doesn't like you for that, as long as you're not harming them, then it's fine. And if people like you back, then it's better. But the thing is, like, don't enforce yourself to be someone you're not, unless, like, it's for your own growth and development, not for others' sake. And then, next question, paano ba ang mag-move on? Well, moving on, it would vary depending on the person. Pero sa akin, my personal opinion is, I move on through accepting what I need to feel, whether it's like from a heartbreak or like from even a financial problem, family problem. I accept what I need to feel at that moment. Accept it, feel it, but do not linger. Because you owe yourself the chance to move on, to move forward. And imagine if you would put yourself into that situation na lagi mong iisipin na nagkamali ka or naiwanan ka, ang laking time ang kukunin nun sa'yo, wherein you could actually allot it for something else. Last friend who asked me a question, straight ka ba? If yes, nagka-jowa ka na? If no, ano ka? I'm not straight, I'm gay. And I've never had a girlfriend, but I do have a boyfriend. Just to share, I've said it to some of my friends na I will always be thankful for the previous generation of LGBTQ plus community. Kasi dahil for their courage and bravery to stand up for our sexuality, nagkaroon ng freedom. I mean, for me, living in this era, I have at least a freedom to be who I am, to be proud of who I am, because they didn't have that much of opportunity back then. That being gay, being lesbian is perceived as a mental disorder or even a sickness. But for this point of time, you know, people are more accepting. I mean, we could not avoid, there are still people or countries that are still not open, but the good thing is that I could go out the streets without worrying people might be judging me. I mean, people might be looking at me differently because of that, because of the sacrifices that the previous generation did for us. I mean, for the LGBTQ plus community. So thank you so much. And anyway, that's it. I think I answered all the questions, but hindi ko alam kung masasatisfy ba kayo sa mga naging sagot ko. And if ever you like to stay tuned kung ano mang gagawin ko for the next couple of days or weeks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and I hope you're all staying safe and sane. Do not keep only your body healthy, but also your mind. Fill it with positivity. Bye-bye!